Hello everybody. It is now time to play more Fallout 3. Last time, we got... minigun. Which is actually a piece of crap when compared to the more epic Gatling Laser! Which is available later in the game. But, you know, we don't have that yet, so we're just gonna stick with this. There's just a gate on the outside. There's just a dang terminal on the outside that lets you open the door. My god, if there's a mutant who had kept half of his mind, which actually, there is one actually. But, like I was saying, if there's a mutant who actually kept a portion of his mind, which there is, he could easily just push a button and instantly get in here. Also, the elevator is a nice touch. A bit unnecessary, but nice. Who am I kidding? If they actually made it so that we'd have to run all the way up. Wait a minute. Ooh. I like that. Wait. Unless a mutant got a sniper rifle, I don't think they'd be able to shoot at this very well. Say. Oh, hey, we can fast travel from this location. That's neat. Mr. Abernathy. You know, you can see that there's a giant gap in the wall. Oh, that's just a kick in the pants. We have run out of epic loot. And by epic loot, I mean, holy crap, we have 32 frag grenades. Yes, that's totally what I meant by that. The metal helmet looks like crap, so I'm gonna opt out of it. Anything we can get rid of. Anything we can get rid of. Carton of cigarettes. Like I said. What do you mean, what's the big idea? You shut up, I have a minigun now, and I am not afraid to blow your face off. Well, you know, if you didn't look like stormtroopers or something. Hey there, Three Dog! Why is there iron on the floor?
Looks like... Hey, alright! The hero of the wasteland returns.
I did what had to be done.
And well done indeed. Now GNR can be heard clear across the capital wasteland again. That'll give Eden and those muties something to think about. But before I get back to my calling, I bet you want to hear about your dad.
Heck yeah, I do.
Whoa now, dry your eyes. A promise is a promise, and I will provide. When your dad passed through here, he and I talked for a good long time. He's a real stand-up kind of guy. He mentioned some scientific mumbo-jumbo which didn't make sense to me. And mentioned something called Project Purity. He also said something about going to visit a Dr. Lee in Rivet City. Then he left in a hurry.
Where's Rivet City?
You never heard of Rivet City? Wow. Just... wow. Well, a whole bunch of people got together and turned a beached aircraft carrier into a town. Cool, huh? Just follow the river south from here. There's no way you can miss it.
Okay. Goodbye.
Anytime you need a place to crash, duck in here. Be glad to provide.
Level up! We have reached level 6, which means bum-ba-da-bum, new perks to choose from. Yeah. I love new perks. They fill me with happiness. Oh, for a minute I thought the guy in the lockpick was wearing like a karate outfit. Which I actually have one of. But that's beside the point. Now that we have a minigun, we're gonna actually need to start investing points in big guns. Yeah! But we're probably just gonna, you know, Use a lot of small guns. Oh no, screw repair. We need more points in science. Like I said, new perks! Okay, with the new level 6, you have access to Bloody Mess. Bloody Mess is a great perk. It'll make the chance of anyone exploding into a pile of goo much higher. And I don't mean like plasma goo. Oh, you also do 5% extra damage with all weapons. I'm going to be picking that one. Fortune Finder. Pretty much, you'll find more Nuka-Cola caps in the world. So, you know, if you need quick cash, it's a nice perk. Basically makes the game easier, and I'm not ever going to get that thing. Gunslinger. When using a pistol or similar one-handed weapon, your accuracy in VATS is significantly increased. Also, not a big fan of pistols, so probably not going to be picking that one either. Leadbelly. 50% less radiation every time you drink from an irradiated water source. Later in the game, irradiated water sources don't really work. You know, considering they have like 500 health, and each one only heals like 20 health. Toughness. An additional 10% overall damage resistance up to the maximum of 85%. If you're into power armor, this perk becomes less useful. Let's see, any perks I don't have. Oh, of course there is. Demolition Expert. This requires an explosive skill of 50. With each rank of this perk, all of your explosive weapons do an additional 20% damage. That should be it. Anyway, so, Three Dogs said we could crash here whenever we want. I'll be the judge of that. Okay, I guess we can. Okay, let's see. Huh. All those points we invested in big guns, and maybe the repairs that we did, increased the overall damage of the minigun by 1 per damage. I almost said percent, but that's not true. Don't know why I did that. But it's console time! That's the jam animation. It's console time! Yeah, I'm gonna rid the world of this abomination. You can have some fun with the console. In many ways. Except that one that you're thinking of right now. Not that one, you pervert. So, yeah. With the console, I remember once I went on a killing spree in Rivet City for no real reason. Ooh, another minigun. Gotta get at that. I remember one time I went on a killing spree in Rivet City, and I used the command resurrect space and then 1. Now, if you type in the resurrect command and then put a space and then a 1, it resurrects the target under the current conditions that it's in. Meaning, it won't automatically respawn all of its weapons and loot and all that, and it will keep its current body shape. And by body shape, I mean if it's a pile of flesh and gore, it will stay that way. So you'll have this little fleshy blob running around, just doing what it wants. Yep. Oh, there he is. Oh, look at those bullets. Jeez. Running low on ammo for this thing. I wish there was a small gun that used 5mm rounds. That would be awesome. I mean, I have a really good mod in the game that does add one, but, you know, I'm not using that right now. It's called, like, the Commonwealth of Modders or something. Or maybe it was, like, Jay Moore's... whoever's Marine Armor mod. In the end, you know, like Marines from StarCraft. In the end, the Marine Armor didn't actually function correctly. As in, the game didn't recognize that it had texture. So it appeared as like a flashing madness thing. And it tried to create a new Pip-Boy or something, you know, like an ARM computer. That was preset in the armor, and that just glitched up, like, just a lot. Anyway, I'm Slave49. Good night!